Morning Vlogmas, sort of morning, 12 something, I don't know, it's probably closer to lunchtime. I slept poorly, and woke up really late, and so probably around like 9:30 or something, probably closer to 10 if I'm being absolutely honest. And then I laid in bed and played on Instagram and chatted with my kid for at least another half hour. So I don't think that anybody had breakfast until almost 10:45. And you can see it. You can see the residual. So I got the coffee. Yeah, so I got up and I fed Munchkin and I made myself a fresh pot of coffee. You'll have seen that. Hooray, French press. It's always a treat. And then I started Vlogmas, and I've caught up with a couple of friends this morning. I've worked on my commission for a while. I will show you that later when I get a little bit farther. I'm really close to sleeve separation. I'm just having a really hard time focusing on it, if I'm being honest. So anyway, it'll get done. It's a really beautiful sweater. It's a really, really pretty sweater, and the yarn's amazing. So, but I'll talk about that whenever I get a little bit more photogenic stuff to show you, I guess. I'll give you something to look forward to. And let's see. I was gonna make tacos tonight. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I post a lot from Half Baked Harvest. Her name is Tegan. She lives in Colorado and just a couple of cookbooks out. I highly recommend all of her recipes. Her food is amazing.
And she has a really great taco recipe for basically like homemade oven-baked sort of crispy shell tacos. I have some leftover corn tortillas. We've got barbacoa from a local place last weekend, and they do handmade corn tortillas. So we got a pack of those, and I have some left over and wanted to use them. But can I be honest? I just can't be bothered. So, my son really loves to cook. And if you watch yesterday's Vlogmas, you'll have seen him helping me make soup or whatever. And so I was trying to think of like, my husband's gone and it's just us two. And he'll start, the school will pick back up tomorrow because it's Monday and yay, so homeschool. For any of you who don't know, we homeschooled before it was a thing, before it was cool. So that's a normal thing for us. Like we've always done it. But I was thinking about really putting in the effort to teach him how to cook this week as much as possible. And so I was trying to think of something that he could do himself for the most part. So I think we're going to have breakfast for dinner. I feel like that's where I started to learn how to cook, was breakfast. And I feel like it's a super fast, super simple way. So I think we'll do eggs and pancakes and hash browns. I might pick myself up some bacon. I normally only get bacon whenever we go out to brunch, which is our favorite meal out. We live in Houston, for anybody who doesn't know. And Houston is like the third largest city in the US, and we are, okay, maybe we're not the third largest, but we're up there. We eat out more than anybody else in the nation except LA and New York. So we are the third largest food city. We have thousands of locally owned restaurants to choose from. It's amazing. We have really, really awesome food choices here. And were it not 2020, you would have seen some of that, but it is. So all of that to say that my husband doesn't eat pork, and I'm not a huge fan of it. I like bacon, but I don't normally buy a pack of bacon for myself. I'm not a huge breakfast person or a morning eater, really, ultimately. And so, especially when my husband's working and it's just me and Hector, I don't normally do a huge amount of cooking. If he wants eggs or something, then that takes a couple of minutes. It's not a big deal. But I don't normally throw bacon on for myself. So it usually goes bad before I get to it. Or I throw it in the freezer. And then whenever I want it, now it's frozen. And I just can't be bothered it's not worth it, is what I'm trying to say. It's not worth it. So I don't usually have it. So I was thinking that maybe I would pick myself up some. Obviously, our local meat counter has it where you can buy it basically by the slice. And I can just tell the guy I want like 6. And he'll look at me funny. And then he'll give it to me and it'll be okay. But yeah, I guess we'll do that. I got a small grocery run that needs to be done anyway, and so we'll hightail it in, and I guess I will check in with you guys after I've done it. Really well. Thank you so much to everybody who came to check out some My light is terrible again today. That's what I get for waiting until the end of the day. So for day 6 of the Sweet Sparrow Advent, I have this beautiful red brick color, and it is called Chimney. It came with a cranberry pomegranate tea bag, which I'm about to drink right now. And then for the Lamb Strings Yarn Spooky Advent, this one is for Frau Gard. I don't know who that is. I'll have to look it up, and I will put something on the end of the video if I find the story. And then for my Nightmare Before Christmas swap, I got this beautiful brown tone with these purples and a little bit of mauves in them. It's gorgeous, and she named it Street Musicians, for the musicians that stand on the side of the road and play accompanying music for everybody in the movie. wanted to pop on and say goodnight. I'm gonna go ahead and call it an evening. We made breakfast for dinner and it turned out really good. Pancakes were good and all of that fun stuff. It took forever to clean up. But I got some chicken pulled out and separated, and I did like a Greek marinade on some of it. So that will sit in the fridge tomorrow. What is today? Sunday? I'll probably use it Tuesday. And then for tomorrow, I have, if we decide that we want to cook, there is chicken to put in the slow cooker for chicken tacos. I'll probably go ahead and make it just because that reheats really well. Yeah, so talked to my husband this evening, and him and his brother finally made it to California. They'll be staying in LA tonight so that they can drop the load off in the morning. And then I don't know if he's coming home right away or if they're going to stay for a couple of days in order to pick up another load to bring back. So if they leave, then they will be home Tuesday night, probably. And if they don't, then he won't be home on Friday. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, but it's a little past 8 o'clock. I had to rip back a bunch on my commission sweater today. I'm not super happy about that, but I am happy with how it is coming along now that I've reknit that portion, and so I'm really happy that I did it. It will make for a much better product. And my deadlines are fine. It's totally cool. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to report, I guess. So I caught up with all the Vlogmases today. Day 6 Vlogmases are starting to come out, but I don't want to watch any of them because I want to be able to watch Vlogmas tomorrow. So, I think that I'm going to edit this and maybe watch Christmas movie with my kid. I don't know, Polar Express maybe. He really likes that one. Maybe I'll make some popcorn. I haven't gotten that far yet. I don't know, I've got a salty craving. You guys get like that, you know? Usually my husband is a sweet tooth. It's almost always a sweet tooth. But I find that even if I have a sweet tooth, I can curb it if I eat something salty. Since I, for some reason, feel like sodium must be better for you than sugar. It's not. Spoiler alert, it's not. Yeah, so it was a good day. It was a good day. I got a lot of commission knitting done. I cooked with my son. I went grocery shopping. I did a workout, and I got my butt handed to me. Ugh. I swear. It's almost better just to not do it at all. Yeah. So that's it. So I'll probably sit here and hem and haw like for another hour before I finally let you go. But I'm just gonna go ahead and say goodnight. And I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7. Alright.